Hello everyone, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your weekly reads, and this is for the 1st to the 7th of December and is for the sign of Aries. Now, firstly, I want to say to you, you've got to remember these readings are general. They're not meant for everyone. So please take what you need and leave. If it doesn't resonate with you at all or it doesn't feel right to you, then it's not your reading. So you need to find another aspect of your natal chart or move on to something that resonates with you. I am using the Cosmic Tarot for this reading. Let's give those cards a good shuffle. And they're a very nice deck to shuffle too. Okay, we're ready. Aries. There's the Fool coming out for you. Beautiful. So the Fool talks about taking a leap of faith. It talks about jumping into the unknown, trying something you've not tried before, but certainly trusting that the universe has your back here in order to move forward. There's a card for the High Priestess. We have two major arcanas here. So the High Priestess is about trusting your intuition. It's also about things not all being revealed to you at this time. That's why you're being asked to take a leap of faith. You're closing out some sort of cycle here around negative thinking. This is sort of a victim card. It's about being stuck in the victim mentality. Now, I've been doing a lot of work on this myself because of the working on your shadow side, and it was something that came up to me a long time ago, and I guess the way that Spirit was showing me was not like it really is presented. So it's very worthwhile having a look into what does the victim mentality mean to me. And the Queen of Cups behind that says to me that you're possibly going through some mental conflict here around your emotions, your head, your heart, trying to understand perhaps how you approach things here. Very strong feeling that you're understanding a bit more with your intuition what's going on. So let's have a good look at that. Okay, so we have the card of the Three of Wands coming out first. Now, the Three of Wands is the card of waiting for your ships to come in, knowing that something is out there for you and waiting for it to come in. The Three of Wands can be a card of anticipation, patience, waiting, manifesting, waiting for manifestation to bring you what you want here. Six of Swords, so there's some moving away from old energy as well. So something that you're leaving behind that you realize is no longer serving you here. Six of Swords talks about moving into the future, leaving things right where they are, but making sure you're taking your lessons with you and understanding your lessons. Now, I have to say with the Queen of Swords here, you could be dealing with a Libra, Gemini or Aquarius. But I have the Three of Cups, and this Queen of Swords here, it has two people in the background. So you could be dealing with someone who has someone else in their life, maybe has another interest here, or maybe you do. Maybe you do. Yeah, Two of Cups coming out here. If you're dealing with a Gemini, the reading for Gemini sort of came out quite similar to this, considering how much shuffling I did. Eight of Cups, so walking away from things that no longer serve you, understanding some sort of way of thinking here that you've been, could be that you've got someone else too here. You may have someone else that you're walking towards. Yeah, you've got a second chance with someone here. The Judgment card talks about rebirth, but it can often talk about the birth of a relationship that's had one time around but is ready to have another go at. Four of Swords coming in. So you may have taken time out for mental or contemplation here, rethinking things, understanding, meditation. Perhaps going back to something you did in the past here or how things have turned out for you. Very strong feeling here that you're looking back at relationships and trying to understand why things have not worked out. Maybe understanding, this moving away from things that don't serve you. Perhaps you have an idea of how things should go and you're not being flexible with that. And that's creating perhaps some sort of, yeah, here we go. The Tower. Of course you get the Tower. There's some sort of breaking down here of old beliefs about perhaps love, relationship, partnership. Some idea or way of thinking here that you've been perhaps doing things and you haven't realized you've got stuck in some sort of way of doing things. Perhaps there's a certain expectation of how love or relationships works for you that is not working for you. Because you have a chance to come back and do this again. This is about rebirth, the universe giving you another opportunity. Quite possibly taking on this energy of the Queen of Wands here. Maybe understanding your own value more. Maybe you've got stuck in some of that negative thinking. You do have the Victory card here. So whatever this Tower is doing for you, this breaking down of old structures, breaking down of old ideas, looking at the universe in a different way. You may have sort of started to do some sort of awakening here. Or maybe you've started the awakening, but you're starting to see things more clearly now. Because you're letting go of old beliefs, old structures, old ways of doing things. Something here is about to turn your life around. I don't think you've actually got to this yet. But it's like your understanding here has grown a lot deeper. Let's go back to these beginning cards. So this is about taking a leap of faith, and I sort of get that here because you're being asked to take another chance. So it's like you're starting things all over again here. You're learning to trust your intuition, but you're closing out some sort of cycle here around negative thinking. So it may be that you're leaving behind the past in order to move forward. Maybe you thought you'd done this, but you haven't actually got to that situation yet. But it seems to me you're understanding how not to let thoughts run in your head, how to trust your heart, how to trust your desires, your intuition. Your thinking is not serving you. You're over-analyzing, and it's not bringing you what you want. So it's like you're trying to control here, and the control is no longer serving you. It's funny, isn't it? Because sometimes when we think of controlling, we think of, more that negative aspect of controlling. Any aspect of controlling is wrong. And you may not control other people, but maybe you're trying too hard to control your own life and not allowing the universe to keep it flowing. So it may be that you've got used to having things a certain way and now they're not going to go that way. But you're accepting that here. You're accepting that things are going to flow in a different way. Okay, let's have a look at a oracle card. You have 2 oracle cards. Now that's happened quite a few times today where I've had 2 jump out. So the card of happy has come out here for you first, which is really nice considering I've just landed you with a whole lot of changes, expectations, letting go. This is about joy and contentment, a sense of fulfillment, a feeling that all is well. So it's about your desires being effortless feeling now, because you've liberated yourself here somehow by taking this leap of faith. So you've let go of control. Now the card you've got out after that is the card of clean it up. And this is about getting to the core of a situation, freedom from a burden, cleaning house, sweeping away what is no longer needed. So this is about clearing away all of the emotional gunk you have. And that is so much aligned to this reading. Both of them are. It's about clearing away here all this stuff that's held you back. All of these beliefs, ideas, situations, possibly in relation to love and relationship. And it's about understanding, that the universe is trying to give you another opportunity to get it right this time, by not trying to control the situation, letting it flow. Because there's this sense here that you've learned to control things. But as I said, it might not be controlling another person. It may not be that sort of manipulation. This is about you understanding your own sense of control. Beautiful reading, Aries. Have a great week.